So in my closing, I wanna leave in a very positive. And you don't begin a new video in closing, yeah. But I want to leave a very positive message because I just pray that the Lord would just hold these people up. I don't know. I just believe there's a God. It's going to almost take a God, you know. It's going to take a God to heal this land. Oh, God, my God, I saw you moving. It's going to take a God to heal this land. Now, we know that we had a group of blacks, a group of Mexicanos. We also know we had some Chinese and some white folks included into this big, what began to be huge embezzlement in this conspiracy in money laundering, drug deal within the government. It all began within the government. But when they began to, it's like a virus, and it spread and get community people involved. And when community people, even when you're honest, oh my God, even when you're honest, and community people are forced and say they have no help, they see that these people have been doing it for years, and it openly, police department come and welcome you, shake your hand, giving you your embezzle check. You know, when the police department come knock on your door and say, hey, what you doing, Ralph? Here's your check. Governor such and such said to give it to you. What are you supposed to do? You want to be honest. You can even love America. I mean, what do we do when the government can issue embezzlement checks and our country is in a deficit? And then we get some black for, some man with black skin in office telling other countries to store it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? We have the media, and the media cannot alert the folks that there's a disaster going on and that we got bodies everywhere. The bodies that are being destroyed are not, in the beginning, they were not bodies of this big, what we call a beating that was going on, this hazing. They were not people that took place in the embezzlement, the people that was fighting the government. These bodies in the beginning, and I'm a witness to it, I don't remember, I remember, it's been years, but I still remember when we went to South Beach, they were hitting people on the beach at nighttime. Homeless people were dying. They were just killing folks, going in their homes. I saw the crane. I took pictures of the crane. They had folks fighting, just killing folks, whether they were Mexicans, whether they was black. We have a legal system. I know some of you that say, well, Renee, before you were fighting back. Okay, I kind of understand you were fighting back. Because sometimes we have to fight back outside the legal system because they're not fighting within the legal system. When you have government and they've made their own laws and they're destroying folks according to their own laws, and then the citizens and the police officers, the regular police officers, they have to fight back outside of the system. You got all these Mexicans over here. How did they get out and just roam our streets? And then we throw, we needed some room. We'll throw some blacks out. That's what y'all been doing. I'm not saying throw anybody out. I'm saying let's utilize the legal system. Now I know mentally somebody told me it was too many people to go through the legal system. They were guilty. Okay? In that situation, okay, but you do have to watch it. You have to watch it for this fact. You're going to have racists on the government. They're not going to just throw the guilty ones. They're going to, you have the men up there who are Caucasian, who want to be and want to stay in position. I say take them all down. Every last one of them have to come down. They're hidden. They use people outside. Do you not know to some races, the government is everybody who's Caucasian up in that group. KKK, white supremacists, the pilgrims, all those folks are government, and they're not even on payroll. They just have say-so, just like someone said last night. Their friends stay in. They're not in government, but they're still government. They're not on the roll, but they still make decisions for our country, and they're not good decisions. That's how these folks are. They have these white supremacist group, and they make decisions for our country, and they're not even in the government. Well, they're smart enough, they're wise enough, they're sophisticated enough, and yet they have racism in their mind. And we've come too far for racism. I can see, y'all, come on, I want to talk for real now. I have to calm down so I can talk for real. I can see if you really believe, because some of y'all daddies and mama taught y'all that, if you really believe that a black person was an ape, and you really ran in fear, right? Because I'm being very, very serious. Can I say this without hurting someone's feelings? I got to say it because I'm trying to say, Lord, I'm a tiptoe, because I love the heck out of these people. But before I had a relationship with Africa, and I used to see them the way they used to put them on TV, do you not know if these people that came to me limped over, because that's how I saw some on TV in them old movies. They're real black. They're real black. They had ape's face. They were real black. And a lot of them, they couldn't speak English. They mo. That was, I probably would have ran Yeah, I mean, because when we were little kids, and I hope little Lois still alive. I think they said little Lois died. Little Lois was a little midget. She was a midget. She's human, but she was a little midget, and I guess, because she knew she was short, she was play with us. 'Cause we were afraid of her. We were scared of little Lois, and little Lois would chase those who was afraid of him. But I can imagine her feeling bad on the inside, because we didn't have that many midgets around, and so we looked at her as if she was strange. She was not human. She was abnormal. So sometimes it is. You can take a group of people and categorize them as non-human, or just react to them as if they're non-human. You don't mean any harm. It's just what's in your heart. But now we're at a state where we don't have little Lois's only. We have people who are regular size, black skinned, working right next to you in jobs. Yeah, doing just as well as you're doing. Let your mind click that these are regular people. You may not like them. That's the difference between hatred and not being aware of something. And some of you hate it because your fathers taught you that. That's your mentality. You keep teaching your children it's bullcrap. You keep teaching your children it's bullcrap. You have to know how, and this is how serious it is, because you got to know how to draw a line between trying to keep our, I want to say, what's the word for it? Heritage. That's where we came from. You can't leave us in midair. Trying to keep heritage in order, but teaching that it really doesn't matter when you have love. But you have to teach your child what love is, because somebody somewhere is going to come in and teach them heritage. Someone down the line is going to teach them what group you fit in. Now, my daughter told me when we were talking about heritage, she goes, they can actually fit in any category, but can they? I mean, really, they can. It's what they pick up, but they have a mixture of everything. And nowadays, we all might have a mixture of everything. But if you categorize a person who have a white mama and black daddy, even going inside of their life, who do they want to be? Most of the time, they want to be who mama is. Mama's white, but you got a black skin. So you want to be like mama, and mama might hang around a group of whites, and you might have some racism in that white, and look at you with black skin. Although your mentality is to be white, because mama's white, your skin is black, so they reject you. And then you come down here, and they find out your mama's white, and you got that curly hair, you got brown skin, most of them will accept you. But then there are some folks that look into your heritage, or even look at your mama and say, I'm not going to totally trust her because she got a white mama. And so they reject you. You can't really fit in. And some of these people that are founded in just black, African America, no mixture, like BET, and BET, they kind of expand a little to white. But they're so afraid that we allow this black group, because of the love they have for their parents, they're going to eventually pull white folks. And if these white folks are good enough, they're going to be in corporate. They're going to be somewhere in BET or something like that that's supposed to be predominantly black. Now, I'll tell you something else, and I said I wasn't going to mention, I'm just going to fight against it when God gives me the money and the ability to do so. But especially up in Atlanta, it's so obvious when you walk into these stores. I walked into a pizza place the other day, and I saw all these black workers and one white boss. Oh, my God. Almost everywhere in Atlanta, you'll see the majority of blacks. You don't even know if that's right. The majority of blacks, and then you'll see someone white. Yesterday, when I told you about the Mexican lady that was in and out, I don't know who she was. I saw her again yesterday. We had some issues here at the motel with the sheets. And the sheets are very filthy here. And I told them yesterday, I said, you know what? I'm not going to take these dingy sheets. The black girl said, they dingy. This is all we have. Like, it's normal, right? I'm looking at her. I'm saying, okay, this must not be quality now unless somebody's acting up. Because I know when I came in here, I didn't have dingy sheets on my bed, right? But now I'm coming in and she's going to clean up my room and I'm getting dingy sheets. They yellow as heck. So she said, well, these are about the best one we have. And I was going to call the front desk anyway. And I took them and then I look at them and said, okay, let me put them on the bed. And I mean, they had a spot on them. So I called her front desk. I said, these have a spot on them. And so they came and brought me some better sheets. And the black girl was really nasty. She had an attitude, but she came with the Mexican lady. Mexican lady couldn't speak no Spanish. She kept trying to look down at the sheet. But I'm sitting here thinking to myself, not with that man next door having sex with another man. You think I'm going to take these sheets? And then I started saying, I don't even want the sheets at all, That's when you go out and get your own sheets. You kind of get discouraged in motels because I don't believe in just dishwashing liquid, washing off what they may have put on the sheets, right? Then you got spots telling me to deal with it. But I believe, especially in Atlanta, we have to stop this one white over all these blacks. We got to stop it. And we got to stop all these, it's probably good because they still have employment, but we have to stop this one white. And that's everywhere you go in Atlanta. You're going to see a thing full of blacks and then just one white over them. I mean, grocery stores. I saw this grocery store too. So it is here. It is still a form of racism.